do go live on 2 platforms. Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get things set up. You notice I am in a hotel room this morning. That's a whole nother deal in itself. So, just bear with me as I get things set up. Let's see. Let's share it. Good morning, welcome in. I'm just inviting my regulars in. Oh, shoot. No, this is a family-friendly live too, also. Just be mindful. Good morning, Brian. Welcome in. I'm already on Facebook this morning, and if you see my background, it's not the normal, so there's a whole explanation there. I was just trying to share it out to a few people on Facebook. It's a hotel room. Okay, I think I've sent it out to a few people, so I'm just trying to, some regulars that come into Facebook, I'm trying to go ahead and share it out to. Okay, I want to make sure that I get, surprise visit to see my baby. So it was last minute, so that's a whole thing in itself. Smart and Brian. Okay. Just as long as we can see everything in the background, I'm going to be good. So, okay. I'm already on Facebook and Clapper together. Remember, I am on 2 platforms at one time, and I had to set things up so you could both see me well. So, if you're joining me on Facebook, go ahead and throw me in some purple hearts. Let me know that you can see me. Same thing for Clapper. Let me know that you can see me well where I am. If I need to adjust my screens, I can. Okay. And I think we're just going to sit today, so I'm going to work with that. And I actually think I'm going to take my shoes off. I drove all day yesterday. My daughter lives about 7 hours away, and she called me yesterday morning and was extremely upset. And what does Mama do? I jumped in the car and took off. I just loaded up what I could to get out of the house. And I drove to her. I'm in a hotel room for the next few days. So my lives are going to be very sporadic. I don't have anything prepared for the week. I'm not going to even, I had it all prepared, but with a little bit of things and a little bit of time that I had to get things together, I didn't bring anything to be prepared for today. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more prepared tomorrow, but I do have a few little things. Since I traveled yesterday, I'm just going to go through a little stretching routine, and maybe this will pick up, and maybe we'll enjoy it, and maybe it'll become a thing for us. So I did bring my bands, all of my bands. I have them with me. I have, this is a loop band or a booty band, as people call them. I had another band, which was more rubbery, and I don't see it, so I'm not worried about it right now. But we're just going to kind of play this by ear. And I'm going to have to walk back to the screen, Brian, because I think the Facebook screen is too high. So I'm going to move it down just a little bit. Let's see. That's the wrong one. Yeah. How was your weekend, Brian? If you don't mind me just chatting a minute while I get everything set up. All right, let's try that. Let's see if that helps me a little bit. Oh, good. And your kids are doing better? That's awesome. I'm so glad y'all are feeling better. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to get started now. Good morning. Welcome into Mindful Movement. Today is Mindset and Movement Monday. So welcome in. I'm Denise. I'm a fitness trainer. I am not a doctor. I am not a physical therapist, and I am not a nutritionist. I am just here to get you started on your fitness journey or help you if you have physical limitations, because that's what our bodies are meant to do. So I just want to help you get through the beginning of your journey and get started, and I want you to do it safely. So that's what I'm here for. So again, welcome in. I traveled, if you're just joining in, I traveled yesterday, and I am very tired. I'm very sore. I do have limitations in my lower limbs, so traveling is very difficult for me. But it was 100% worth the effort, and worth the time, and worth the pain that I go through to be here. I drove 7 hours to be with my daughter, and it was very last minute, so bear with me. So I have a little stretching routine that I'm going to try to go through today. And some of it I may be sitting, some of it I may have to stand up against the wall, so you might have to see me from the back end. And then I think I'm going to throw a little bit of a band workout in this morning while I go. And see how it goes. So if you're just joining in and you've never been with me before, type the word new in the comments. Let me know you're brand new into my lives. Let me know where you are on your fitness journey. Also, if you're just joining in, let me know if you are a beginner in your fitness journey. Let me know about that. Or if you are one of my regular people. If you're in here and you've seen me before and you feel like I could be helpful to someone else, tap the screen, show me some love, share me out to the algorithm. I am going to cut it short today, so I want to be done by 7:30, no later than 7:40, because I'm going to be meeting my daughter. So welcome in, everyone. If you put a purple heart beside the comments when you make them, I will know that I need to come up and address them. Since I traveled yesterday, I want to stretch a little. So the first stretch that I want to do is the double leg forward fold. Facebook, I'm going to try to get to where you can see everything. If you cannot, just bear with me. So I'm reaching for my toes. I'm going to stretch down. This is stretching my lower back, stretching out the backs of my legs this morning. I had a long trip, so this is very, very needed today. So I'm just going to reach down, reach for my toes. Remember to breathe, nice deep breaths as you do this. Hold for 10, 15, up to 30 seconds. Let it feel good for you. And relax. All right, I'm going to do this one. My screen's going out. I had them all set. I'm going to put my screen over here beside me this morning so I can turn it back on whenever it goes out on me. I am really flying by the seat of my pants, guys. So we're going to do the torso twist from a seated position. So my legs are straight. I'm going to cross one leg over the other. My knee is bent. My foot is flat on the floor on the opposite side. And I'm turning toward the side of my knee. Welcome in, anybody that's watching. If you're just joining in, throw me in some purple hearts and let me know that you're here. Say hi. If you're just joining in and you're a new member, let me know. Type in the word new. If you've been following along for a while and you're not new, Let me know that too. Let me know you're a regular. Just type regular in the comments. We're going to go through a nice little stretching. Facebook, if anybody is joining in, please remember that it does take a few seconds for the comments to come through. So if you comment and I don't see it right away, that's why. Sometimes my comments don't come through at all, so just bear with me as I figure out all the things Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and switch sides. So that means I'm going to cross this leg over. Now you see my foot, it's flat on the floor. I'm bringing that knee up and I'm bending and twisting. You want to keep your back nice and straight, okay? I said bending. You're not supposed to bend in this one. You want to keep your back nice and straight, core nice and tight. And you're just using that elbow to kind of push that leg. Just push that leg, and it's going to help you turn just a little bit more. Remember, if you feel any pain with any of this, please stop immediately. You want this to feel like it's stretching you. You want it to feel good. Take some nice deep breaths as you do this. Remember, again, you want to do this for whatever's comfortable for you, but you can do this for up to 15 seconds. Up to 30 seconds. 10 seconds, 15 seconds is a good starter, but you want to try to get it to where you can hold it for approximately 15 to 30 seconds. And relax. I may have to make a few little adjustments because Facebook is a little bit, the screen is a little bit different. I really do not like the fact that you cannot see my whole legs. That is bothering me, so I may move the screen back just a little bit. So if you're just joining into Facebook, let me know if you can see my feet, all the way to my feet. I never can tell who is in Facebook or how many are in Facebook, so if you're in here, please just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and do the butterfly stretch. So that means, remember, we bring our feet together, just like this. You bring them in as far as you can, and then you just flap, just like a butterfly, keeping your back nice and straight. See how I'm leaning toward my feet, not curving toward my feet. So I'm just leaning in and this, just like this. Welcome in, anyone that's just joining in. Thanks for joining me today. We're just doing a nice little stretch for our mindful movement today. I did travel 7 hours yesterday, so I felt like a good stretch was in the calling for today. So if you're trying the stretches that I do, please text it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know how they feel as you do them. But remember, this is just for general guidance. This does not take the place of medical diagnoses or recommendations. Now, okay. Whew. That feels good this morning. Goodness. All right. I'm going to use my loop band this morning, if I can get it untangled. Oh my goodness. Look at there. There we go. Hot Mess Express. They're all tangled up, not hooked. They're everywhere. Okay, finally. There we go. These are my bands that I like to bring with me no matter where I go. That way I can always get some sort of resistance training in my travels. And you know what? The good thing about these, they just roll up really small. They'll just lay right in a suitcase. Right in a suitcase. Easy peasy, right? See how easy that is? Look, they just go. There you go. Perfect. Right? It's the best thing ever. All right. I'm going to take my loop band. I'm going to go ahead and bend my leg. For this one, I'm going to have my hands out straight. I'm going to sway. This is definitely a, I know things that I need to do for tomorrow. Okay, hands are straight out, and I'm just pulling. Oh, that feels really good, actually. And back in. Whenever I pull these bands, I'm using my shoulder blades to help do that pull. And I feel this all down my back, my arms, in my shoulders, as I squeeze and relax. I'm actually going to tighten it up a little bit. Oh, let's see. It's about time for me to get some new ones, guys. Here's another thing to know. When you have bands like this, you always want to keep a check on them. If they start ripping, I don't know if you can see this, but right here, there's just a little spot where I can tell my shoes have been rubbing them too long because I use them for everything. Remember that. And so my shoes have probably either kind of rubbed them, and so now they're doing that. So that means it's time for me to get some new ones. So here we go. And pull. Oh yeah, I see it whenever I stretch that sucker out there. I'm going to be replacing these. Oh goodness. That feels extremely good this morning. All right, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to hold on to it. My hand's above my head, and I'm using my band to just pull my hand over and just to give me a little bit of a pull. This one I feel on the side of the neck of this hand. You can see that. So my hand is bent over, and it's kind of giving a little bit of a pull right there. So it's just helping. That's all it's doing. It's not doing a lot. I'm not pulling aggressively. I'm just holding onto the band, putting it over my hand, and just pulling. That's it. And then if you want to make this a little bit more difficult, you want to add a little extra stretch in there. When you go over your arm, take your head and lift up. Oh my goodness, that totally changes the feel of that stretch. And relax. I'm going to use this. I'm going to pull down. And up. Down. And up. Good morning. Anybody just joining in? Remember, I'm just going through a few little stretches this morning. I had a long drive yesterday, so I'm very stiff. So I just felt like today would be a good day to stretch. And I'm flying by the seat of my britches this morning because, get ready, it's a hot mess express. Just jump on and take off with me. I'm going to do this one again because it feels so much better. Just like that. And all you're doing is getting a gentle tug. Remember, I'm keeping my back nice and straight as I do these. And I'm just giving it a gentle tug. You control the resistance on this. You don't have to worry about how tight they are or how loose they are. Remember, this is all about you. All about you. And if this is hard today to do, try it again tomorrow. You can always do stretches. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that because Facebook can't see my feet. Let's see. You know what, guys? I'm going to have to move y'all back some. Bear with me. Here we go. We're going to move. We're going to go backwards. Y'all can still see me. Okay, let's try this. Okay, y'all see a little bit more than I wanted, but Y'all just gonna have to work with me today. And the rest of this week. Y'all just bear with me. Okay. All right. Can everybody see me? Yes. On the fly, Brian. On the fly. If you can see me well over here, I'm going to move over. So Facebook, if anybody's joining in this morning, let me know. Show me some purple hearts. Or say yes if you can see me well, because I am fixing to lay down on the floor. Oh. Okay, let's see. I think this is the way I want to be. Nope, that's not going to work. I'm definitely going to have to find a different place tomorrow. I'm going to move my table back over here. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Oops. They're going to think I'm doing the construction here. All right, let's see. Let's see if this gives me a little more room. All right. I'm small, so that's a plus for me. So I'm going to lay down just like this. Facebook, you may not see my head, but you're only really thinking you need to see my feet. So I'm dropping one leg, okay? I don't like that you can't see me. There we go. Facebook, I know you can't see my face, but we're working with this today. So I'm just going to bring my leg up. My toes are going toward my head, okay? Just like this. You can keep this leg straight. You're going to feel this all in the backs of your legs. Bring it as far as you can. And then you're going to drop it back down. I like to bend my knee and then bring my foot toward me again. Just like this. Bear with me, Facebook. I know you can't see me well. And then we're going to switch legs. This is going to be my last one. Okay, so you start with your legs flat. Bring that leg up. Just like this. Hold it. You're going to feel this all in the backs of your legs right here. I feel it really good in my hamstrings, behind my knee. Then I'm going to bend my foot and just bring it in, just like this. Okay? And then this you're going to feel right here on the outer thigh. Just like that. And then if you want to feel a little more, bring those toes in. I feel this on my inner thigh and my outer thigh. Okay. All right. We had a few upper body stretches this morning, and we had a few lower body stretches this morning. Thank you guys for bearing with me as we did these stretches. Tomorrow morning will be a little bit more. I didn't get here until pretty late last night, so it was fly by the seat of my pants for sure. Oh my gosh, I look like a hot mess. It was definitely a fly by the seat of my pants morning. Tomorrow I will be a little bit more prepared because I am settled in my room for the night, for the day, and I can kind of play with everything to see how it works. So thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, if you want to see any of my replays, I do edit them and post them on YouTube. So they're always there. If you don't want to have to go through all of my videos to find one specific that you're looking for, remember, I have a newsletter. Join my newsletter. If you want to be a part of my newsletter, DM newsletter to me today, and I will send you a link for my newsletter. You can sign up. All of the links go directly to you, and all you have to do is click on it, and it takes you straight to the YouTube of choice. I do have a beginner's program that I've been working on. I've had a few hiccups in my plan, but I'm still working hard at it. I am only going to take a few people to start with because this is my very first one and I'm very excited to get it started. So there are going to be limited spots to be with me. If you're interested, DM the word beginner to me and I will get you the information for my beginner's program. So with that, guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope that some of these stretches you try. If you do, let me know. Let me know how they feel, and also let me know if you need any modifications to them, and I'll be happy to try to help you out. So with that, I'm going to say, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.